Hi, everybody. Jonathan Gaines, Director of Inside Sales at BSN Sports here. I'm excited to go over with you today how BSN Sports has implemented Creatio's low-code technology within our business and how it's made us an even more efficient and productive company for our customers in the marketplace. Very excited to share with you some of the things that we've done, and here we go. So first off, a little bit about me. As I mentioned, Jonathan Gaines. I've actually been in sales for a good part of 20 years. For the past 10, I've had the fortunate opportunity of managing sales teams and better understanding how those sales teams function, how they can get better, and definitely obviously excited to discuss the things that we've utilized with Creatio today. So I'm specifically responsible of overseeing all of inside sales groups at BSN Sports, work closely with marketing, finance, manufacturing, and distribute and formulate sales plans to better hit our sales strategies and also work with our respective markets within our customer groups. So a little bit about the company. Here in a couple years, BSN Sports will be celebrating its 50th year in business. A little background, the company actually started with the founder actually selling tennis nets out of the trunk of his car. But from day one, BSN Sports has really put priority around service with our customers. And with Creatio's low-code technology, they've actually allowed us with this new technology to become even faster for our customers, be more efficient within some of the tasks that we have to complete for our customers. So it aligned really well when Creatio and BSN Sports, started working together to implement this program within our enterprise. BSN Sports actually services about 7 or 8 different markets. As you can see, public schools, private schools, businesses, YMCA, Parks and Rec, colleges, youth sports. And as we work with all of those markets, each one of those customer groups require different things, from products to different programs that BSN's offering for our customer groups. So when we go to market to each one of these markets, we have to stay organized and we need to be creative in being very unique and personalized as we approach these marketplaces. So Creatio has aligned that with us really well, and definitely going to help our business succeed even further into the future. But if you hadn't heard of BSN Sports before today, we are the largest distributor of sports apparel and equipment across the United States. We do everything from team apparel to uniforms, hard goods, and a variety of other products that groups and teams are looking to purchase every single year for their program. Some of the challenges that BSN Sports has ran across over the years is obviously without Creatio's low-code technology program, we haven't had the transparency in our operations from the multiple manufacturing and decoration facilities that we have across the United States, the 100,000 plus customers that we work with, the different market groups. Obviously, it's been very difficult for us to organize and understand how to better attack those markets. And with Creatio's program and their low-code technology system that we've implemented, it's become even easier to understand where we're great and where we can improve, which has been paramount in this relationship with Creatio. We also have had previous systems that we've used in the past that attempted to work the way that we wanted them to, but nothing was customizable, and we couldn't really tailor it the way we needed it to at that point in time with our customers. And obviously that's been something very important for us that we've been able to implement with Creatio. So I'm going to move on to some key requirements that BSN obviously really focuses on, but something that was really presented to Creatio, that's something we were needing in the future. So obviously with multiple departments, we have sales department, we have accounting, we have admin, we have customer service, we have a production facility, we have decoration teams. We needed to figure out how to synergize all those teams together and communicate clearly what needs to be done and when it needs to be done. So we were able to actually, with Creatio's low-code technology, help orchestrate all of that, and our end-to-end process actually funnels through through Engage, which is our Creatio system. It has also allowed us to optimize lead gen. So we have customers that reach out to us and say, hey, I saw these products at a local school, or I saw you just did business with a local YMCA. Would love to know what you guys can offer our group. And we've been able to actually get to our leads a lot faster with this system versus using previous systems. We're able to assign a lead to a sales rep almost immediately the second that it comes in, which creates a workflow or a task generator for, say, that CSR rep or that sales pro. Configuring what we're trying to communicate to our staff or keep track of through our reporting mechanisms has been super easy. And I'm going to share with you a couple success stories here in a second of how easy it actually is to utilize this system. We've also been very grateful that we've been able to use Creatio system and also communicating to our customers or our staff with very personalized and unique campaign reach outs. So for example, we're able to take a baseball coach in Kentucky, communicate specifically to him through maybe an email marketing blast or in the near future, a text message, or we were able to take a YMCA program director and communicate a specific product line to them. And we've been able to do that very easily through this system with Creatio, which is awesome. It's created better engagement between us and our specific customer groups, but it's also created even more business for BSN Sports because we are getting more customized or more personalized with our messaging to our marketplace. There's obviously some other key requirements here that were really important to BSN Sports. But the main thing here is we've also been able to stand up not only with just sales and CSRs, but we've also been able to stand up metric-driven productivity within our organization. Within our organization that allows us to move faster, get to our customers quicker, and also take care of them through any of their needs that they have through the longevity of their career or through their program for, say, that season. So we pride ourselves on creating really easy workflows using the Creatio system. And we also pride ourselves on holding our employees and also what's required with our customers accountable, which is good. So we will share a little bit more about that here in just a second. You'll see some live success stories as well. So as everyone's probably familiar, changing anything in your business is always going to be hard. You can't please everybody, but hopefully you can do it in a way that's respectful to the staff, respectful to the customers. And what's neat about Creatio is they were able to help us create a phased program on terms of how we're rolling out this new system to our staff and also utilizing it with our customers. So obviously we have 1,200 field sales pros in the United States. We have a little over 400 employees that work inside of our headquarter location. That could be inside sales reps, accountants, CSRs, and then we have some other sales offices across the United States. So as you can imagine, we have thousands of employees for BSN, and implementing this all at one time would have been a very large disruption to the business. And Creatio was able to take their time, and we were able to work with them on a proposed rollout plan where we've been able to phase every launch or every step of what we needed to implement within our business. And it's been really helpful because their support that Creatio has offered us has been very immediate, very helpful. They're able to answer some of our, maybe really complicated questions or help us better understand the system. And that allows us as users to create, better things within this system to communicate to our team or our customers a lot faster. So the implementation, us launching this, and the evolution of what this is going to look like for BSN Sports in the near future with Creatio is going to get even better, and it's going to allow us to work with our customers a lot faster and provide better service too. So definitely implementing or changing anything in the business is difficult or would be a challenge with employees. So we agreed to a very smooth cadence in how we get this this system implemented within BSN Sports. Yeah, and just to cover here, there's a lot of process management that we have to focus on in BSN Sports. As I mentioned before, we're the largest distributor of sports apparel and equipment. As you can imagine, equipment has a number of things that are tied to that. That could be anything from headgear to shoes to uniforms. That could be, baseballs. It could be footballs. It could be tackling dummies. It could be bleachers. It could be wall pads in a basketball gym. As you can imagine, there's a variety of things that go into equipment and also apparel. When you think apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, dry fit gear, performance gear, cleats, all of those things that are related to what we offer our customers. There's a lot of process that goes into that. There are different sales teams that sell different things, and there's different CSR reps that work with different customer groups as well. So it was really nice to present what BSN and all the inner workings of BSN to Creatio, and they were able to build up a platform for us that allows us to be the user and implement things we need on the fly, but also better understand our business and how to really roll this program out to our entire enterprise, which has been awesome. And the key word that you're going to hear is visibility. So we've been able to see more within what's happening in the business day to day than we were in previous systems. And that's obviously, if you're an operator or a manager, or even a supervisor or team lead, that's supremely important, is to see what's happening in any given moment in your organization. And that's another really key thing that Creatio's low-code technology has been able to help us with. I mentioned earlier marketing efficiency. I mentioned how we were able to tailor some of our communications to specific customers, make it personal, get it customized, all the way down to the sport or the product we're selling. So the efficiencies that we've been able to pick up on the marketing side, whether it be outbound call campaigns that our inside sales teams or outside sales teams would be facilitating, whether it be email blasts or maybe some customized email templates, we're all able to send those out from the Creatio system that actually sits on top of our account information. And it's allowed us to really move a lot faster within this marketplace. We're able to reach our customers a lot quicker. We're getting even better engagement, as I mentioned before, from these marketing efforts, but it's allowed us to move quick. And as everyone knows, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so business across the world has been changed and challenged, and marketing has become even more important to stay in front of your customers, to make sure they know that you're there for them while they are wearing a mask or they're trying to socially distance. They are still going to have program needs and things that they have to take care of for their organization or their group. And we have been able to stay in front of our customers the entire way. And now we're hearing from some of those customers that their state's requirements are loosening up, their groups are reforming, they're needing equipment, they're needing shoes, they're needing this by that date. And we're able to organize all of that and make sure we stay on track for our customers, which has been really important. From a sales standpoint, we've been able to automate a number of the tasks that the sales reps were doing before Creatio. And it's really allowed us as a management team to better understand where we're weak, where we're strong, how to get better, where to get better, and obviously allow us to organize our data and the results that our teams are achieving in a much quicker way, and also allow us to see things in real time, which is, in my mind, very, very important. So in addition to some sales increases that we've seen and some engagement from our customers, we've also experienced even better customer service. Our customers are reporting to us that the customized emails that we send, they love them. They find them very genuine, and they find them unique to them or their situation, or maybe products they were looking for. We're able to answer phone calls a lot faster because we're able to see how many are coming in, how many users have a queue, how much is in that queue. Can we pull in a couple other users to help them with that queue? So that way we can get to calls faster, get to emails a lot quicker, tailor some of our messages so it's consistent across the company. And our customer service has been better this year and this last year than it ever has because of the visibility and the transparency that we have with Creatio's system. We also had some really good integration with not only our shipping partner, but also our MyTel system, which we have a telephone system that actually communicates within the Creatio system. That's also helped us track phone calls, understand how many phone calls each sales rep is making, how many of those phone calls attributed to a sale or a future opportunity within our pipeline. And some of those things have been cleaned up, which is very nice. But those are a couple other advantages that we have seen from implementing Creatio's low-code technology. So to share with you all some success stories as I close this out and pass it on to Alex for Q&A. One of the things that's important for me as a sales leader is I have to know what's happening in any given moment during the day within my sales organization. As a business, we want to make sure we're answering calls, we're making calls, we're answering emails, we're responding to them correctly. And so one of the ways that we did this was we had one of our sales managers in one of the sales teams in BSN construct this dashboard that you're looking at in a matter of 2 hours. Inside of those 2 hours, they were able to communicate to the logic of what we were trying to expose exactly what we're looking for. It's based on stages, or it's based on what Creatio is going to be pointing at within our system. And as you can see here, this was a given hour during the middle of a day in one of our sales teams. We were able to pull down how many orders, how much net sales have been entered for that hour or 2 hours. And we also have our pipeline. You can see there's some users down here on the bottom and how many outbound calls they've made, how many emails they've sent, dials for the week, and what their pipeline looks like. So if you can imagine, if you've ever wanted to know 10 to 15 to 100 pieces of info at one time, one of my sales managers, not Creatio, built this in 2 hours time, and now they were able to see what was happening within their team. And it's really easy to hold employees accountable to the metrics we've already given them to form their job responsibilities. It's even better to make sure they see this so they know that, hey, we've got to stay on track, and we've got to make sure that we're hitting the expectations that we've set for the day. And this was one of those ways to do that. Different sales team, different management team here. This team really wanted to see how many total calls have been made for that afternoon or that morning. Same thing, emails, how many future sales we're going to have in any given period of time. So as you can see, this spans over a couple months, and you can see that each day, this is how many customers the sales team was working with for that day. And at the very bottom here, which is really important to any sales leader or anybody operating a department, is we're able to manage exactly what's happening by hour. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to, look up 3 weeks from now and wonder if we were on track. We want to know within the hour if we're on pace or behind pace, whether it goes towards a sales target or phone calls we have to answer. One of my sales managers was able to build this one as well. It took less than an hour and a half to build this one. And we've been, very grateful, obviously, to have this type of visibility, and that wouldn't have been possible without Creatio, which is great. If you're in any kind of sales environment, customer service environment, or whatever industry that you currently belong to or operate out of, account cleanup is obviously a big part of any customer database. And what we were able to do in a very short period of time, one of my sales support managers was able to construct a dashboard very similar to what I just mentioned. And we put 4 users on cleaning up almost 8,000 accounts. We gave each one of them a specific target. We gave them each a deadline, and we were able to monitor and track all of those expectations within this project with these sales users in real time. And the neat thing is the sales users, or the project users that we utilized here, they're able to see the same data that we're able to see. So they know that we know as a management team, these are the expectations. This is what we're requiring from you every day, every hour, whatever that might be. And that allowed us to clean up a very unique project within the business. And this dashboard allowed us to get that visibility in real time. And we were able to complete the project in less time than we laid out. And the individual users were able to achieve, I believe, a little over 5% than what we asked them to do. So we finished earlier. We did a little bit more than we were supposed to. And that was all possible because we're able to see this in real time and better manage these data points. So in closing, before I kick it over to Alex for Q&A, definitely looking forward to that. We are going to continue as an enterprise to innovate with Creatio. There are many things that are coming for the BSN business that Creatio is going to allow us to unlock. One of the things that you saw on the implementation timeline slide was we're looking forward to SMS text implementation within our business. We're able to reach out to customers via text, or customers are able to communicate with us via text. That's going to be implemented in the future, among other things. We also have a massive rollout, to more users in the near future as well. And two things I'd probably leave everybody with, because you're wondering, hey, this is all great information. This is fantastic for BSN Sports, but what does it mean to me? Well, two things I'd leave you with. You need to aim whenever you start anything with Creatio or implementing this technology within your own business or your own organization, you need to aim to get buy-in from your users. The second we started seeing real buy-in from our users, that was the moment that this clicked for us, and we saw the potential that we were going to be able to achieve as an organization. We were able to move faster. Employees were able to get their workflow in a more organized manner. They got their tasks and their metrics in a more organized manner. And we were able to show them how much easier their job is going to get as an employee or a user within this system. And we got the buy-in quick. And once we did, the results were pretty fantastic. And then the last thing that I'd leave you guys with is, listen to your users. As me as a sales leader, I've been a sales rep myself. I've been in customer service rep before. I would want to provide feedback to my organization, but and sometimes it may just me be complaining about something I don't personally like that doesn't impact anybody else in the organization. But I would encourage everyone to listen to your users' feedback, all of it, because there's things embedded in that feedback that you can easily understand if we're listening to our employees, and actually go to Creatio yourself or with the help of Creatio's fantastic support team and implement, so you can either A, transparently show the employee what they were looking for, or B, better hold the employee accountable to what's expected of them each day. All of these things help us be better as employees and as an organization, so we can be better for our customers. And as I mentioned before, that's been the main goal, is to provide the best service, whether it be sales or customer service, to our customers. And Creatio's low-code technology has helped us with that immensely. So get buy-in from your people, listen to your people, and figure out how to implement those things, because once you do, the results are pretty fantastic, and it'll make your job easier as well as a leader. So that is all I have at the moment. I'm going to kick it over to Alex Robinson for some Q&A, but definitely appreciate the opportunity to present to y'all today, and looking forward to answering some of these questions.
Wow, Jonathan, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with us all the amazing successes that BSN has had while leveraging Creatio and really achieving your goals. If you have a few more minutes, I'd love to kind of ask you just a couple additional questions. I think you probably hit on some of them during your presentation, but would like to just kind of reiterate some.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
So, I guess the first to start out is, what do you see as the greatest benefits for your organization for leveraging Creatio?
Yeah, so I believe I mentioned it before. Visibility has been the biggest thing in my mind, and some of the feedback that we've gotten from our leadership team. Knowing what you don't know is very important in business, and Creatio's program and low-code technologies allowed us to know those things, where in previous systems that we've utilized in the past, they weren't as intuitive or weren't as organized as Creatio. So it has allowed us to know what we don't know. So hopefully that answers that.
No, that definitely does. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I guess next question I'd have for you is, what is the role of technology in driving business success and organizational excellence?
Yeah. So that's a tough one, Alex.
I'm not going to give you the easy layups all the time, but
I got you. Well, in terms of organization excellence, obviously we have different departments and different divisions within the business, and what's important for me as an employee is I need to know exactly what's being asked of me. And then I need to know how to go do that. And then I need to see how I'm doing to those expectations. And within our office, or, you know, within our entire enterprise across the United States, all of our employees, we've been able to clearly define that with Creatio's low-code technology. We know how many calls an employee's making or hasn't made. We know how many emails they've answered or how many they have left unanswered. We know how many things are pending. We know what's in our pipeline. You know, we know how many orders have to get out the door today. We know how many they have to do each hour. So when it comes to organizational excellence, everyone aligning with the company's mission and knowing exactly what needs to be done to contribute to that mission is really important. And Creatio's low-code technology has helped us implement those things, obviously, as I mentioned in my slide deck here. But we're also now able to take care of our customers. We have more time during the day because we were able to efficiently get some of our tasks done a lot quicker than we would in the past. That frees us up for either more calls to answer or more calls to make. And that allows us to service our customers a lot faster, which is BSN Sports' main goal, is providing the best service in the industry. So I believe that would answer that question on organizational excellence.
Awesome. No, great answer. So I guess the next question, you know, seeing that the BSN is very forward thinking, always looking to the future, kind of, you know, what's next, and also knowing that Creatio's got a very aggressive roadmap, you know, what system capabilities or solutions are you most looking forward to from Creatio?
Absolutely. You know, the main one, Alex, for time purposes, obviously have a lot of things we're looking forward to with Creatio's partnership here. The main one is getting all of our users on the system. We currently don't have all of our users on the system because we're in the middle of the implementation phase, where we're slowly phasing and getting, you know, more users adopting the system, having access to the system, and utilizing that. So the thing we're looking forward to the most is getting all of our users on the system. As I mentioned before, getting buy-in from the users who are on the system was extremely beneficial to us. And we're excited to get everyone on the system and then get them all bought into it. When we do, we're going to continue to have success, continue to be fast for our customers, and also be more efficient and productive as an entire enterprise. So those are the things we're looking forward to. Maybe one last little small snippet is, you know, we're looking forward to some email marketing implementation things that are going to be enhancements to what we already have. Some texting SMS capabilities, which are going to be great. But those would be a few things that we're looking forward to with Creatio's partnership. Awesome.
I love all of that. And I'll just ask one more question for you.
Sure. Yeah.
If you could start everything all over, you know, that was a big question, but is there anything that you and your organization would do differently?
Yeah, that's a good one. Hindsight is definitely 20/20, right?
It is.
So yeah, you know, mainly getting buy-in from our users a lot faster than we did. We were so focused on making sure everything was perfect, everything was right, it all communicated correctly, and, you know, anything that's worthwhile is not always going to be perfect out of the gate. So we should have been more focused early on getting more of our users bought in. That took a little bit of time, but like I mentioned before, once we did, the results were amazing. We were able to move quicker and be more efficient and just see more, have more visibility. So yeah, I mean, I believe that would be it. Would be get buy-in from our users a lot faster. One of the things that we have noticed as we have gotten buy-in is, you know, the Creatio low-code technology. There's some gamification to it. It's fun, right? So reports on Excel or reports in charts don't always look, you know, sexy or cool. But what's cool about the Creatio technology is we're able to, you know, gamify it or make it look really attractive or organized. And that's just a way to engage your employees and also show them what they're doing for the day or, you know, what needs to be done. So that would be probably my tip or my advice on getting buy-in, number one. But number two, if I was going to start over and we were, as an enterprise, going to do this all over again, definitely get buy-in from our users much faster than we did.
That's a great way to end it. Thank you for that answer. I
Sure.
appreciate that.
Welcome.
Really thank you today for, sharing with us both your experience and BSN's experience, as they relate to Creatio. And I know personally, I'm really looking forward to continuing our relationship and partnership moving forward. And, I really hope that next year at Accelerate, we can bring you back and talk about even more successes. So thank you again.
Awesome. I appreciate the opportunity and definitely looking forward to the future.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.